Anyways, on to qualifying. Car into gear. Oh, did shift up there. Interesting. Gonna quickly scroll through these panels as we come on to the lap timing board so we can actually see how our laps are doing. Gonna try and come onto the track with the most speed I can, which I've bugged up by misshifting. Hate shifting in a set of course is a bad habit, I tell you. In comparison to like pretty much every other sim I've played, a set of course that really encourages what I like to call lazy shifting, where you can shift really quick as the game's very relaxed on your clutch usage. Whereas you go to another game, you try and shift up quickly and you miss-shift because you lift off the clutch too early. There's a set of course where it doesn't care necessarily, from what I've gathered, as long as you tap the clutch at least once during the gear transfer. So, or as long as it detects some clutch input, you're fine. So, 3 for 4 now. As we come around on our quali lap. Pace builder first lap, but also used as a banker in case we fuck this one up. We have at least a lap in the bank, and that's going to put us on provisional pole. But of course, provisional pole doesn't mean anything, because look at how much faster we are going this lap. Once other people set their laps, they will most likely knock me off of provisional pole. If they don't, I'd be very impressed. Also kind of worried. I'm never usually a pole sitter in races, so here we go, coming across the line to set our final flying lap.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
37.295 exactly. People are setting 36s in the practice, so to say that I'm in pole is very worrying. As we come to a very slow and controlled stop on the track. No one else is on the track, so it doesn't matter where we park up. As we now go to look at the qualifying results. And I genuinely am on pole at the minute, although people still have to qualify, meaning that I can be knocked off pole. So gotta wait. How long is left to qualifying? 1 minute and 58 seconds. Will I get pole? Or will I be knocked off of pole? Who knows? Who bloody well knows? Of course, looking at the amount of people who haven't qualified, that's quite a sizable amount. So, yeah. They may just choose to not qualify whatsoever. I know that's a strategy some people like, as they don't wish to be caught up in the early race carnage. Although starting at the back usually means in ovals you do get caught up in the early lap carnage. But whatever. I always like to go out and set qualifying because it's just how it's supposed to be done. You don't go and watch a race on TV and cars will just sit out the qualifying because YOLO. I imagine that you're watching Formula 1, say for example, one of them like Lewis Hamilton just doesn't bother qualifying. He just sits there, chilling out, waiting for the race. That'd be a nightmare, to be honest. You'd struggle to work your way back up if you started from the back. Although it has been done before, it's not easy to do. And you have to, unless you are confident you are the best driver and the best car on the grid, you ain't getting there without luck. Like, God knows how Jenson Button did it in Canada, but then again it was the wet, so some cars would have been struggling on the wet conditions. So, it's down, like I said, it's down to luck. Play your cards right, and you in. Okay. Alright, grid time, and we...
One lap to green.
Oh!
Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
This is actually cool. We have the good old NASCAR start, where we all kind of start in like Le Mans style almost, with the pace car next to me, and I am starting on pole position. Oh no! Please, God save me. Alright. Oh my God, we are on pole. Pole is probably the worst place to be, in all honesty. So I can't really do anything from the start. I have control of the early race, yeah, but from then on, you know, I'm a sitting duck pretty much, as all the other cars behind me are going to be drafting me. And I'm just going to have to hope I don't get past. Or try and defend my position as much. Probably drop back a couple of places to then eventually regain the place. Someone's moved already. Where's he going? Stay behind the pace car. Or maybe he's on road 2.
Catch the pace car.
Of course, I'm going to take it nice and slow catching up to this pace car because... well, you know how it is. Someone's bound to come flying up behind me and ding me. This guy's getting very close on the outside. Bruh. Okay, but I believe the race will be under my control. This is the first time I've done this, so experience.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Oh, we've got the meme commentary as well from the voice chat. Again, always fun to listen to. Keeping it nice and clean behind the pace car, although the grid is looking like a fucking mess. Just keeping it
Get
nice
ready.
and steady.
Going green.
Pace car is going to go make that hard left turn in. He is, yeah.
The pace car is in.
Gonna fucking go
Green,
for
green,
it.
green.
There we go. Oh, number 15 car, like a rocket.
Car outside.
Fucking hell.
Clear outside.
He is going. Oh, he's going very wide. Very wide. I'm going to stay low and then sweep up back high. He's, I don't know what he's planning on doing. I should have probably followed him down. He is on the apron. What is he doing? Holy Christ. Is he going into the pits? Looks like he might well be. Yeah, he's pitting. Why is he pitting? I have no clue. Maybe... oh, he would have... yeah, he would have overtaken me before the finish line, I think. So he would have gotten a penalty for that. Oof. Right, so... we're now in sitting duck phase as I try and fend off these two cars behind me. Hopefully them two racing is going to screw them two over and give me an advantage, but it doesn't look like it, as they're both going to come up on the inside. Oh, oh, they're wrecking. Wreck. As I get caught in a mess load of cars, try and bin nudge from the rear. Oh, this is crazy.
You're on the bottom, 3
Oh,
wide.
the car's got a bit of
Outside,
damage.
2 wide. The next car's the leader.
Oh, what is this guy doing?
Clear.
Holy moly. Interesting. On 0x still, and we are going quite slowly. This car seems to be... oh, my brakes are dragging. Fuck. I need to fix that issue. My brake pedals
Still
like
there.
to drag
Hold
a
your
little
line.
bit.
Clear.
Oh, this car's going to come flying up on my inside. I'm going to give him a lot of space in case he swings, because he's
Clear inside.
overspeeding like fuck. And then I'm going to drop into a slipstream, and we're going to stay like that, hopefully. Or not. I might look... do I look for an overtake? I don't know. This number 10 car is quite close. But no, he's going to fall back as I lose a bit of traction coming into this corner, and it's only lap 4. That's not a good sign. But he's going to go in. I'm going to stay high, try and benefit off of these two, and hopefully... nope, it's not really going to work, is it? So we Ooh, come back down. He is going to slow down massively. What? That was a 4X?
Inside.
You what?
Clear.
Fucking hell. What? That was a 4X. Really? That's a big fucking joke. Like, come on. That's screwing me over now because look, I've dropped back quite far off the main pack. I gotta regain all the ground. So I'm gonna stick in there and kind of. I could sweep up with them 2 cars, but I'm not gonna. Oh, there's gonna be a wreck. Another wreck.
The next car's
Oh,
clear.
about to get sandwiched. Into the wall I go. Just gonna try and bring the car to a stop. Try and bring the car around. There's a car coming in front of me. Bring the car back round. Oh, I think we got damage. I'm going to take it into the pits. Doesn't seem to be terrible damage, but we're right outside the pits, so we might as well. Also gets us away from them morons up at the front, and hopefully we can pull off a bit of a recovery. If I can find my pit box, that is. Where is my pit box? Oh, yeah, shit, 'cause I'm on pole. I was all about the front. So we're going to brake slowly, keep the clutch into the car doesn't stall. Come on. Oh no, they're going to refuel me. Fuck, I forgot to change my fuel. Shit. Gotta crank this fuel number down. Just say stop fueling. Stop! Nope, looks like I'm not going to stop fueling. Fuck me in the ass. Don't, actually. Out we go, out we go. That's really... Oh my god! Jesus Christ, wrecking right in front of me! I'm going. Fuck, I need to get that pace up and back out on track. Jesus Christ! Fucking bloody Nora. This is interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't even know how many instant points we're on, but luckily we got away unscathed from that one. I would have been so pissed if I got wrecked as soon as I left the pits. And now we've just got to try and remake up ground as we are in 10th place. The front runner's right ahead of me, but they're a lap ahead as well, which isn't going to help me in the slightest. Smoke all over the place. Does that mean there's another wreck down here? If there was, it's cleared, so it's all fine. I've basically just got to try and keep up with these 4. Hopefully, from all these wrecks, car stop down low, he's gone. Back to the pits, obviously needing a tow. This hopefully should mean I'm going to be able to claim some extra positions, hopefully. Let's see where we come out from. We're still in 10th position. Though, we've just passed 8th and 9th, meaning we're going to be at least 8th coming into this next lap. I don't know whatever other cars we've passed. So, God knows whether or not we'll still... or what position we'll be in. We won't know until we come around for the next lap. But this has been interesting, to say the least. Tense as well, fucking hell. I wasn't expecting a race like this. The morality seems to have increased. It is April the 1st, so I guess what did I expect? We're in 9th. I thought we passed 8th. 8th is in the pits. It must have been a lap ahead. Maybe. Must have been. I'm not paying attention again, and I almost crashed twice. Great. Let's not think about position, let's focus on trying to gain these cars up ahead. And claiming back some time. Of course, trying not to cause any more incidents, or be involved in any more incidents as well, as I need to keep up my safety rating. Of course, from tomorrow onwards, we're going to be switching back to USA International Speedway, and we all know how races go around USA. Not very well. You think this is chaos? Imagine this track but like a third of the size. Things get hectic. It's not exactly the best track for trying to improve your safety level, but it's what I'm going to have to do, as I've pretty much set out this entire week.
You got 10 laps to go.
My fault, to be honest. But hey ho, we're just going to push this car and run it to the end in 8th place. Try and avoid any sort of further incidents. And at the minute, we are pretty much on our own. Nothing is really happening. We're slowly bringing in the guys in the front, I believe, but not really going anywhere besides that. So it doesn't appear. Oh, there's been contact with the outer wall of that red car up ahead. He's going to be slowing, meaning I may have an opportunity to overtake, but I will be under blue flags, so I might be cautious there. So I'll probably have to let him back by once he catches up. But it seems to be he's recovered in terms of speed, as he's still slightly benefiting off the white and red car that's in front of him. If that's that Martini guy, I'm mildly peed. It is the Martini guy. I'm mildly peed. He stayed up front this whole race. Yeah. He already cut to me earlier. Right on this guy's tail.
Go high.
Number 7 with P7. Fucking hell. That's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. What even happened there? What was he doing with his life? This has not gone well at all. Such a bummer. Fuck. I don't think realistically we're going to be getting back out on track. He used my instant repair earlier. We're still in the race though, so that's a plus, but with the damage sustained to the car, I don't think we're getting back in. It didn't look too bad, but I don't know. It's going to be pretty sizable. Let's see. I may be wrong. How long? 4 minutes 24 seconds. Fuck. Do you know what we're going to do once we start? Once we complete this service, I'm going to try and take the car out. I think we're going to be refueling, aren't we? That's not what I wanted. Shit. Okay, so I'm going to take this car on track, see how it drives. If it's drivable, I'm going to keep going. If not, then we'll come back in for
You've got 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go, so I'm going to limp this car to the end. That means we're back in 10th place.
Car outside.
But
Clear.
something's better than nothing, isn't it? Yes, pretty glum. Return to my iRacing career in an absolute chaotic race. Yeah, this car is very slow. I'm going to pretty much be a limp fest to the checkered flag. I'm just going to have to let all these cars that come
You
past
just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Alright, these guys, are they going to clean past or are they going to wipe me out? I don't know. I'm going to
stay low.
really
There's a car on the
I'm
high
just going to let
side.
them right by.
Stay low. There's a car on the
I don't want
high
any
side.
trouble on this final lap. I just want to get the car across the line, hitting that checkered. I'm going to stay high running this corner because it looks like there's a guy catching up to me. And the high side seems to be the best place to go. I think it's the Martini car. Yeah, it's
Car
Mr.
inside.
Martini
Clear inside.
coming across to the line. As I limp home in 10th. We did it. We finished the race. But that was not the
There's
finish
the flag.
I
It's
wanted.
over.
Not the finish I wanted.
Great job. You did really well.
Not. Ah, so frustrating. Come now down onto the slip road. Pull off into this little tucking bit here. I just said in pit lane. And race over. See how badly bruised the car was as we took it over the line. Oh, it's not looking pretty, is it? Not looking pretty. Poor car. 16 laps of abuse. I'm going to take it back right to the beginning. And that's going to be qualifying, isn't it? Yep, as we come onto the track, we're going to do good old race review. See what happened, because lots of shit went down, didn't it? Of course, we started on pole. I love the fact they've done the NASCAR style start. That's quality. I like that. See, there's this guy on the inside, no fucking clue what he was doing. He set off really early. Oh, he's the pleb who explains it. He's fucking rookies, eh? Of course, as we come round onto the pace lap, going round, all's pretty normal. Safety car makes the hard heat left, and then sounds like there's wrecking already. We're going to rear chase. Oh, yep, there's. Right, let me see what the 15 car does. So the pace car is in. 15 is going. He is sending already. He has damage on the front from something. And is he going to get me before the line? No, he doesn't. So, okay, so he's obviously pitting for damage. That was something I didn't see before. Of course, I fuck up my shifting, so he speeds off away. As he comes in, he nearly swerves back out, taking me out, which would have been fun. As we come round, what happens here? Okay, so number 5 car is trying to overtake. Trying, being the keyword. Oh, he comes down on the inside. Where does that number... Is that number 16? Okay, so the number 16 car's behind number 5. Goes in as far as he can. And tries to run at full speed down the apron. How does that work out for him? He loses control. He starts to massively understeer. Understeers into number 5. Number 5 squeezes me right up against the wall. And, of course, then shit goes downhill from there. Still on 0 incident points from that. A guy crashed into the wall behind me. I slow a little bit. He gives me a bit of a nudge. And he's then almost comes down on that guy. Hits the wall. Comes down onto me. Of course, my car's pretty bruised, so I'm suffering a bit. In terms of pace, these guys are going to get past me. What does the Martini car do to suddenly slow down? Of course, there's the green car behind. What does he do? Something that causes the Martini car to suddenly slow down massively. Of course, this was when the racing was good. Okay, so what happens here? Martini car goes wide, suddenly just starts slowing down massively, so I have to fully lock on the brakes and nudge him. There's not really anything bad, but I got a 4x for that, which is kind of a joke. Of course, coming round, and yep, big wreck up ahead. Let me go into normal chase cam. What happened here? Ah, yes. Racing on the apron, yet again. That has not ended well anytime. Yep, massive understeer out onto the track, digging into the same car. This guy doesn't have good luck, does he? When it comes to cars running out on track from the apron and smashing into them. These two cars hit the wall. I try and go high because you can't really go low. I'm accidentally reversing this. Of course, them two cars are going to be sliding up. The wall was probably the best option here. I lose it, but Of course, I'm not a pleb, so I don't go spinning back out onto the track. And bring the car to a controlled stop, making sure it doesn't go back out onto the track. I see the red car coming along, so I stop, wait for him, and then I take the car round into pits. Of course, the car didn't really have that much damage, or didn't have any severe damage. Of course, as we come out the pits as well, there's that lovely bit of contact. Are we going to be able to see the incident? Nope, these cars are going to be sideways before they even pass me. So what happens? Okay, so we see him. I think, yeah. Why don't I just change the camera to them? That'd be sensible, wouldn't it? Just that. So he comes flying down in front of me. I'll switch back into my own car, which I've gone completely the wrong way to. Here we go, as we go into the nose view. You see him slide out onto track, cause a big wreck between the number 4 car and himself, and then go back into the inner wall. Very smart people we have here in this race. Of course, I rejoin the track and start throwing down more laps, which is when, because things are starting to look up. Slowly crawling back up the board, slowly gaining on these guys ahead, until this happens. Now, what in the flying fuck was the number 2 car doing? Okay, so he is... So he's been racing this guy. Okay. What happens to him? He loses it a bit there. It's going to get really high, and oh boy, it's our good friend, the Phantom Slip. He's going to go down onto the apron, get a bit of almost snap oversteer, and he's going to snap it the other way onto the infield. And what is he going to do? Without even checking what cars are coming around him, he's going to limp slowly back onto track, taking the widest turn I've ever seen. A tank has better steering angle than this. And yeah, this happens, of course, as we all saw. Can I do slow motion? That's the wrong way. I didn't want to do that at all. Okay, where is it? It's around here. Here we go. I can't remember how to do slow motion. Ah, here we go. And we're going to go to 1/8 speed as we come along here. Of course, the number 2 car being the smart boy, he's going to go into chase cam. So I see him coming up, so of course, both our reactions are to go up. I'm hard braking because I see that, you know, there's not really... I think from the start, as I see him coming up, I'm hard on the brakes. Where am I hard on the brakes? Here. This is when I start braking. Of course, that was probably not a great idea because it meant I locked up a bit. As you can see, meaning that pretty much me moving up was impeded. I think from my reactions, I was kind of in the moment. I wasn't really sure where to go, as I saw he was going up, so I wasn't sure whether to go high or low. And seeing how badly it was ending for this guy, well, I realised I was kind of fucked anyways. And so go into him, because I've locked my brakes. That was... The locking brakes part was my fault. He got slingshot into the air, I got flipped over onto my roof, and sent for a good old skate down the track. And he gets away with it. Fine. Like as if nothing happened. Of course, we have to get a tow. Then we come back out on track. Of course, waiting even more laps down from the van. So we come round and round with our limp ass car across the grid and to the finish. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Like I said, not what I was expecting at all. Such a bummer. Such a fucking bummer. Alright, anyways, back onto iRacing. I'm going to look at our recent results. Where is monitor capture? Here we go. Good old monitor capture boy is back. And we're going to search our results. 2.75. Ouch. Fuck. 1,291 strength of field. I doubt that. The amount of fucking retards in that race was phenomenal. Of course, we are going to finish overall in P10 with 5 laps down, and we lose 0.07 safety rating. It's best I just didn't even race tonight. How fun is that knowing? So where did the number 2 car finish? It's number 3. No, that was the number 2 car, wasn't it? Yeah, car number 2. Okay. Oh yeah, because that's position and class position. I don't know why it even has that on single class races, but whatever. So these cars didn't even see, but this guy is a rookie 2.3. Only in 0.16. He didn't get disqualified. Who got disqualified? This guy, blue guy, number 3. That seems understandable. 18 with the number 10. I think that seems understandable as well. I didn't really see many of these cars, but look at that. The only person to not get a single incident point is the guy in dead last, or second to last. Oh no, these 2 people at the back. Though, how many laps were they behind? -20. They didn't even really start the race, did they? So, you know, they didn't get anywhere. So these 2 didn't start the race, so technically they don't count. So the only driver to get away incident-free was the winner, Carl Bogle. This race was pretty much down to how many... It was down to just luck, really, I'd say. The amount of incidents that were happening left, right and centre. You couldn't attest that race to skill. I'm sorry, but you couldn't. I've done the wrong thing. But it's a shame. You know, it's supposed to be a breeding ground for skill, but instead you get stuck with absolute plebeians who can't drive a car in a freaking circle, for crying out loud, and shit happens.